Lisa.
You know my brother, that's okay. Anyone else?
Anybody else?
Welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
We didn't know how many people we would fit in this garden, but I can tell you it's more than we thought we would. And the week before she died, Betsy and I talked about what should I do, because I wanted to have some kind of something. And true to Betsy, she said, I don't want something in a church. We'll talk a little bit about that later when we talk stories. But she said, I wouldn't mind if a bunch of people sat around a campfire singing songs. So that's what we're going to do. In between the songs, there will be stories, I hope, about her, short stories. Something that's funny, something that's sweet, something that you remember, something that tells a little bit about her character. And I'll tell a few stories on her and about her. That's when I was the bossy brother.
Who's the brothers you're for?
All right. So we'll alternate some. The choir is obviously here in great numbers. It's wonderful. 25 years, Threshold Choir. Congratulations. And we'll sing some of their songs, which include some of the songs that Betsy wrote for them, and which they sang to her in her last days. And then we'll take a break for, I don't know, 15 minutes or so to make s'mores, because I'm told you cannot have a campfire without s'mores. I had never made a s'more before.
Wow!
75 years of going to camp. I don't know, my camp in Maine didn't make s'mores on Saturday nights. We had a campfire. So I learned in my kitchen how to burn the marshmallow. Well, I knew how to burn marshmallows. Anyway, we have s'more materials over here. So we'll take a break from that. There you are. Desserts in room 16 in the motel right around the corner. People will help you find where it is. Chocolate chip cookies, brownies, blondies, lemon meringue tartlets, fresh berries, coffee, tea, chocolate cocoa. So during the s'mores break, if you want to take a dessert break, please do. We don't want that many desserts left over tomorrow morning. There's a bathroom you probably know inside room 16 where the desserts are. There's another one here inside the laundry room. I think it's marked. So, and there should be always a path out there if you need to go this way. Before I introduce Maria to talk about the choir in Charmaine, I thought it'd be a nice transition to have something that was read at my other sister's memorial, because it reminded me of Betsy. And my wonderful niece, my favorite niece, my only niece, but my favorite niece, Carolyn, read it at Susie's memorial in New Canaan, Connecticut. Betsy and I were both there, and I've asked her to open the reading part of the evening by doing it here. Carolyn, you can do it from there if you like.
You want me to come up there?
Oh, you can stand up.
Yeah, all right.
Yes, I'm Betsy's favorite niece. Thank you. I won't share that I am her only niece, but I share the rights with Megan, who's her goddaughter. Before I start, I want to just say that my Aunt Betsy was the youngest adult I ever knew my entire life. Because she had just a crazy, adventurous spirit. We would go to Maine and she would say, we're getting up early and we're going to go climb Beach Hill and we're going to go swimming and we're going to do this. So she was the most fun, most passionate, and just one of the most special people. So this poem, there's two people that it's attributed to. So it's either Reverend Ruther F. Beecher, but commonly attributed to Henry Van Dyke. So it is, I'm standing upon the seashore, a ship at my side, spreads her white sails to the moving breeze, and starts for the blue ocean. She is an object of beauty and strength. I stand and watch her until, at length, She hangs like a speck of white cloud, just where the sea and the sky come to mingle with each other. Then someone at my side says, "There, she is gone." Gone where? Gone from my sight, that is all. She is just as large and vast, full and smart as she was when she left my side. And she is and she is just as able to bear her load of living freight to her destined port. Her diminished size is in me, not in her. And just at the moment when someone says, "There, she is gone," there are other eyes watching for her coming, and other voices ready to take the glad shout, "Here she comes," and that is dying.
Nice.
I'm glad I didn't. So Maria, where are you?
Way down there somewhere.
Oh, you know, I can't.
Over there, Bob.
Hi. So Betsy was wonderful, and then she taught me that there's so much specialness in so many different things. And one of the things that Betsy would do at the beginning of every rehearsal that she would lead is she would tell us what is special about today. She would look it up. Before there was Google, she actually had a book of days. But after that, with Google, she could just look it up. So I looked it up for us today. So what is special about September 27th is today, which is perfect, is National Ancestor Appreciation Day. Is that perfect right now? Because she is our ancestor. She's our choir ancestor, your family ancestor. But then the second thing that I thought she would have laughed at was that today is, vegetarians will love this, Fish Amnesty Day. You're not supposed to eat any fish today. You're supposed to just think about the fact that they are live beings, and some of them love community and travel in schools, and some of them just like to be alone, just like people. So finally, the last one, she always had one thing that had to do with food. So today is National Chocolate Milk Day. So have some hot chocolate. Room 16. Thank you. Yep.
Sally is going to introduce this song.
So I'm Sally from Montclair, and I have the honor of reading Betsy's own words, and this is her description of the song Memory. Nice and loud, okay. These are Betsy's own words, her description of why she wrote the song that we're about to sing. I really like down-to-earth imagery, like socks and soups and quilts and dogs and campfires, and also wanted to make a memorial type song that was not sad. So with that,
Like a pair of thick socks, I pull on a memory of you, so bright and happy. Like a sip from my soup, you slide down my memory and make me full and happy. Like an extra quilt on a cold, cold night, like a dog at the foot of my bed, like a campfire with friends, singing and smiling as we share warm thoughts of you.
Let's give it a try.
Like a pair of thick socks, I pulled on a memory of you, so bright and happy. Like a sip from my soup, you slide down my memory and make me full and happy. Like an extra quilt on a cold,
When we talked about a memorial, she said, I don't want a church service. Although she's spent quite a number of Sundays at the Noe Valley Presbyterian Church, she and I both, very strong, very liberal, very feminist church, to the point where it was hard for me to sing the hymnal because they rewrote the entire hymnal to take the word Lord and He out of every hymn.
Yeah.
That sound like her? So, in my Episcopal church, they have decided that between sort of mid-September and mid-October, they're going to introduce into the liturgy a special set of sayings and prayers around creation, especially the earth and what God created. But I had to smile at the very first service, at the point in the service where we would say the Lord's Prayer. The prayer starts, Holy Mother in Heaven. our Mother in Heaven. I said, Betsy would have loved that. And it's, come to Trinity Cathedral and you'll hear it until mid-October. That's my story. I have some others. I have some stories that are illustrative of her strength of opinion.
I'll bet we all have one.
So
And invite others, particularly musical.
I just got to get it out of the way.
Tell who you are and
Yeah,
how you
my
know.
name is Scott Evanzino, and it's difficult for me to do, but I'll get it out. And I think the common denominator with her was love, and she communicated that to me in her big squishy hugs. Mm-hmm. Whether it was, a 3-year-old running off a plane, sorry, to see her, or to walk on a beach in San Francisco this morning, decide to pick up a seashell or to leave it for somebody else, or to go to a baseball game with cousins and goddaughter, but all throughout today I've felt it, and I see her heart and her smile and her love in all these faces. Some of you I know, some of you I'm family with. There's a couple guys over there that I've met in the dark. But I just wanted to say, my piece, and thank you for your beautiful song. And some of you know about the quilts and the blocks that she made for my kids, my grandchildren. Mm-hmm. And my favorite story about her, and I told some of you today, and I'll leave it at that. I think I've communicated enough here. She encouraged me to draw when I was a little kid, from age 2 to about age 6. And we'd see each other in Maine, which was a good time for our family. Some of you guys were there, some of you weren't. But when I was 35 years old, she sent me a book of all the drawings that I did.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Along with the quilts I didn't appreciate when I was 6 and 12, and the jogging suits and the San Francisco 49ers t-shirts.
That's still cool, by the way.
But the story I want to communicate is the lovely book that she made of all the artwork I did when I was a little guy. You remember the Prescott concrete trucks, red and yellow. So I went to Maine a couple of years ago with my family, and lo and behold, their trucks look the same as they did in 1974. So that book is very special to me, and it's lovely to see her heart and your face, and the love, I think, is what it boils down to, and that's why I'm so broken up,
because I feel it here today, and I feel it in your hearts and your spirits, and I hope you sing some more.
Up to you.
Peace surrounds you, angels surround you, every day, all day long. Morning, noon, and night, we are surrounded by the light. Love surrounds you, peace surrounds you, angels surround you, every day, all day long. Morning, noon, and night, you are surrounded by the light. You are surrounded by the light of grace, the light of peace, the light of love. Dear friend, relax, take it slow. We miss you already, as you probably know. Relax, be at peace, it will be alright. Your travels are full of light. May the way be smooth and the weather fair, and the moon stay bright till morning. Safe home, dear friend, so long, take it slow. We miss you already, which you probably know. Relax, be at peace, it will be alright. Your travels are full of light. May the way be smooth and the weather fair, and the moon stay bright till morning. One more time. Safe home, dear friend, so long, take it slow. We miss you already, which you probably know. Relax, be at peace, it will be alright. Your travels are full of light. May the way be smooth and the weather fair, and the moon stay bright till morning.
Betsy was one of my mentors, and she made me believe that I had a gift. And she's told me this story where she sang on the way into her cataract surgery. She was doing cataract surgery, and at one point they said, "Could you stop singing?" I love that. Yeah. And then the other thing, which kind of fits in with what you were saying, Scott, was that one of the things that she always encouraged me to do art. And she said, you know, I try to do something creative every day. And so she encouraged me to sign up for this online Thursday group that did art and stuff every week. Well, I didn't stick with it, but, you know, do something creative every day. And then she made me this origami chicken, which is one fold away from a crane, but she had never made it before, and she made it because she wanted to cheer me up one time. Thank you.
Let peace come when night falls. Let stillness heal this day, that all its strident sounds may soon fade away. Let rest find the weary heart before the day breaks, renewing our courage to start again and to face this world with caring and grace. day. Let rest find the weary heart before the day breaks, renewing our courage to start again and to face this world with caring and grace.
And then we were going to end this section with Let the Night Come On.
Yeah, do like Betsy.
Sounds good?
I think Betsy told me she created this song in the middle, almost in a dream. She woke up and wrote it down, and it was full blown. And it's a wonderful song. We of course sang it to her on her last day. In fact, it makes a very nice poem, which is what I read to her when she was first in the last stage.
It's a
Sweet
really
poem.
beautiful song, and she had been singing at Coming Home Hospice with a couple of us, and it was a really beautiful, powerful sing with a number of people. And we walked out. It was one of those rare San Francisco nights where it was absolutely still. There was no wind, and the moon was hanging in the sky. And it was after that, and we walked, and it was just a magical moment. And we walked, and the next day she woke, as you said, Beau, the song itself came to her in the night from remembering that moon hanging in the sky outside of Coming Home Hospice.
Let the night come on.
Deep in that blue black sky with the sliver of moon and the stars hung high, there's a path up there toward a different dawn, and the clouds slip by. Let the night come on. Let the night come on. Deep in that blue black sky with the sliver of moon and the star hung high, there's a path up there toward a different dawn, and the clouds slip by. Let the night come on.
One more time.
Let the night come on. Deep in that blue black sky with the sliver of moon and the star hung high, there's a path up there toward a different dawn, and the clouds slip by. Let the night come on.
Like Betsy would end. And 1, 2, 3.
This land is made.
And North is mine. I can't get
California to New York Island, from the Greenwich Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Greenwich Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
That's the end of that song.
Okay. It's hard to do guitar and like 50 voices.
Just sing. This land is your land.
This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Greenwich Forest to the Gulf Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that river highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land with footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, and all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Walking, I saw the sign there, and on the sign there, no trespassing. But on the other side, it didn't say anything. That sign
was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Yes, it was. Now, where you are?
I'm John. I'm Aunt Betsy's favorite nephew. Right. I had the luxury of growing up in Tipsco, so I was around her a lot as a kid, and she was my babysitter around very young kid. And
Wait for the plane.
Yeah, we got a plane.
Say it loud.
Shout it. When it goes over, just shout it. You man can edit this out.
well, play will save you. Just keep moving. So, when my parents, who were party animals, went out on New Year's Eve to party like they did their decadent lifestyle because they were crazy. Sorry, I'm awake here.
I can't hear you.
So they did not, but they went like once a year. And Aunt Betsy was my babysitter, and we did New Year's together a few times. You know, we didn't do anything crazy, but we stayed up to midnight. And when midnight came, we banged on pots, we banged on pans, and we went downstairs to the garage, we honked the horn for like 30 minutes. And the neighbors hated us. But Betsy was all about, that was her, right? That she wanted to make a good noise. And I feel like we're in a place now where it's time for everybody to make a good noise.
Yes.
Yep.
Good noise, right.
That's my story.
Nice.
I will tell a story as well. I'm Megan. I'm Betsy's goddaughter. My mom, Mary, she and Betsy were both single moms, and they raised me and Cody together as much as possible. And so every week, dinner together, holidays, vacations. And so Betsy was a really present part of my life. And when I was 7 and Cody was 10, we took a very ill-advised 6-week-long vacation where we drove to Cody, Wyoming in an ancient van and camped every night. And we got that down to like a grease machine to get that tent up. And we all learned a lot about each other and about ourselves. And there's so many things about Betsy that I could pull out. She taught me to sew. She taught me to cook, and she wasn't very good at it. She taught me to bake her like terrible dinner rolls that she would always make in the shape of bunnies for me. And so many life lessons about not giving a fuck about what the world thought about you or what you looked like or how you presented yourself, which was so important as a young woman. But there's this one really incredible memory on that trip. We were in Yellowstone, and my mom was sick of us, and so she stayed in the tent, and Cody just wanted nothing to do with either of us. So Betsy took me on a hike, and I trudged after her, and I asked her so many questions, and she showed me all of the plants that she knew, and we listened to the animals and the world around us, and we got to a vista, and I don't remember her exact wording, but we looked at everything we could see, and she told me how the world was mine, and that I just had to make it a better place on the way out. And I think she did that. And this summer I took my 7-year-old daughter to Yellowstone, and I took her on a hike she didn't want to go on. And I said as close to the same things as I could to her, because she left this legacy of being strong and independent and being so kind and open to everyone she ever met. And I hope all of you take that with you in the way that I do, because there's no one like her. And I know we're all independent, but she, from day one, marched to the beat of her own drum. And so I'm so thankful to be celebrating her today with all of you and getting to hear the songs that she wrote, and be in this together, because I know that would have made her so incredibly happy. So I want you all to look at vistas and imagine Betsy trudging up those hills in her ever-present hiking boots, but actually of use at that time, and reminding all of us who we are, and that we just have to leave the world a little bit of a better place. Okay.
Want peace in my world, clean water and air.
I want peace on the earth, resources to share.
I want peace on the earth, resources to share.
I want peace in our hearts, in our voices and hands.
I want peace in our hearts, in our voices and hands.
I want peace for, sorry.
I want peace for the people in all of our lands. I want peace for the people in all of our lands.
I want peace in the street, no war and no bombs.
I want peace in the street, no war and no bombs.
I want peace in the family, for kids, dads and moms.
I want peace in the family, for kids, dads and moms.
I want peace in the minds of our leaders all around.
I want peace in the minds of our leaders all around.
We want peace for the waters, the sky, and the ground.
I want peace for the waters, the sky, and the ground.
I want
peace in peace.
I want
peace. I want peace. I want peace.
I'm Emily. I'm part of the choir, and when Trump was first elected in 2016,
It feels like 2010.
on
Pretty sure.
inauguration day was coming up, and Betsy was distraught, like many of us, and she said, we've got to do something. I can't just live with this as it is. So she called folks from the choir and said, I want to go sing at the BART station. Just sing songs to people on Friday afternoons as they're getting off of work. I want to sing peace songs to everybody there. And so she made song sheets, we brought signs, and we went every week for a year. And we would go to the BART station and sing. And sometimes, often it was 3 of us, sometimes it was 5, sometimes it was 10, and we would hold up signs and sing. And I called it flirting with strangers, because there was something about being with Betsy and these women and singing these beautiful peace songs that made it feel really safe and easy to smile at people and to just really let them in. And that was all Betsy making that happen. And during that was really my, Betsy, like many people, as I've heard, she really was my mentor, so encouraging. I didn't lead a song before singing at Bart, but it was the Bart sings that made me feel like I could do this. It was easy, and we could try it. It was very low stakes, and there were so many beautiful things. One of the not so beautiful things was people would try to give us money. And Betsy hated that. And so it was very awkward every time, because these lovely people would just bring dollars and Betsy would be like, no! Like, we can just take it and give it to someone else. Like, I don't want it. And there's one last story about Bart. There was a little girl who would come every so often. It was, people with their commute. And so she would come after school with her mom, and she loved to listen to us sing. And she would come and she would teach us songs from her preschool, and we would sing them back to her. And, Betsy would get her singing a song. And I believe this is true. Betsy actually wrote a song for her. And we learned it, and then we waited weeks, for her to come back, and she finally did, and we got to sing her this song that Betsy had written for her, based on her preschool experience. And yeah, it really very deeply got me through that year, and I know many other people too. So yeah. Thank you.
Can you sing song?
I don't remember the song. There were so many songs.
You got a song, Amanda?
I brought the Bart song sheet, which turns out was 13 pages. And I gave it to the family.
Amanda, do you remember? I'm gonna rise. I'm gonna rise, rise. Yeah.
The wind, take my place and satisfy my freedom. Give thanks for the work in the world. I give thanks for the people who welcome me home.
Is that the right song?
Welcome me home. Welcome me home. Gonna rise, rise, rise like the wind. Take my place in the sun, find my freedom. Give thanks for my work in the world. I give thanks for the people who welcome me home. Gonna rise, rise, rise with the wind. Take my place in the sun, find my freedom. Give thanks for my work in the world. I give thanks for the people who welcome me home.
Here it goes.
Welcome me home. Welcome me home. Welcome me home.
Everybody.
Welcome me home. Welcome me home. Gonna rise, rise, rise.
Like the
Gonna
wind,
rise, rise, rise.
like the wind.
Welcome me home. Welcome me home. Welcome me home. Welcome me home. Gonna rise, rise, rise. Gonna rise, rise, rise. Welcome me home. Gonna rise, rise, rise. Gonna rise, rise, rise. Gonna rise, rise, rise. Gonna rise. Give thanks to my people. Welcome me home. 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 Welcome me home.
After Betsy died, she received a letter from Meredith Collins, who is sitting at home remembering her at 11 o'clock at night in Portland, Maine. And I wrote her back saying that Betsy had passed and sent her the obituary. Meredith's mother was Davy Bannerman's first cousin. And Betsy and Davy hosted them in their home in San Francisco for a couple of years, way back when Meredith was about 8 years old. And she was starting to think about arts and crafts and things creative, and Betsy latched onto her, you can imagine. And in the letter she talks about all the things that Betsy taught her, and said, it won't surprise you that my brother Gillen's first child has a block built by Betsy Bannerman. But this is the story that the true story that she wrote in the letter that I'll see if I can read. I was standing outside her public library one morning, and a glint of metal in the sand near my feet caught my eye. It was half of a special key broken off halfway down with a twist of metal threaded through the top like a keychain. I thought about taking a picture, but my phone was full of photos, and so I stopped. But I thought there was something about that key that I should photo, so I did. I eliminated some photos in my phone and took a picture. And then I read in the obituary about the key that was in her pocket when she was cremated. She said, that's why I had to take this picture.
Wow.
You know, it was just a really wonderful thing. We'd go to baseball games together. You've never been to a Giants game unless you've gone with Betsy, because you had to get there before batting practice. So that was hard for me, but you know, we did it. But the story, the other thing I wanted to say is that for about 15 years, Betsy and I emailed each other every morning just to make sure we got up. Like, hello, are you there? Yeah, I'm there. I should have printed out some of those messages. But the story I wanted to tell was that when my granddaughter was born, she made a block. Many of you have talked about the blocks. But the last block she made was for my grandson, and it was an A. He had to wait till he was born, so he had a name, and she made the block, and there was a misunderstanding with one of the caregivers, and it got placed outside for me to get picked up, but I didn't know about it, so I didn't pick it up, and somebody else did. And Betsy was heartbroken. Well, she wasn't going to leave. She knew she was leaving, but she wasn't going to leave until she made another block for Ashwin. And she had to do it by hand because she couldn't get to the sewing machine. But she made that block, and he's 1 year old, and he's had it for his whole life. Bye, Betsy. And I'm just really touched by everybody here tonight. It's just really lovely to gather in her memory.
Hear, hear.
I'm glad to know who it was that she was emailing every morning.
Me too.
My name's Anita, because I was the other person that she would email every morning, or a text, because we were playing the New York Times games together every day. So now whenever I play my games, I think of Betsy. So my story is, I'm a newer member of this choir. A lot of these women have known her for 10 plus 20 years. I've only known Betsy for about 5 years, I think 5 years. And she was the first person in the choir to really have a lot of contact with me, because she was the one in the choir who was doing the write-up about new members. And so she had a whole interview for me. She heard my story. And then when she started getting more and more sick, I was spending more and more time helping her and doing things for her. And so she would sit me down and ask me about my son, because my son, like her son, really struggled in a lot of ways. And so we talked a lot about that. The year she passed, I realized that, you know, here I was, I had all these Mother's Day celebrations for myself, and it made me think that she didn't have somebody doing a Mother's Day celebration for her. So there was one day when I was supposed to pick her up to go get groceries. And so she said, Anita, I'm gonna just wait downstairs, and so when you come, I can just get in your car. And so there she was. I pulled into the driveway. She was sitting on her walker waiting for me, and she got in the car, and I said, well, Betsy, I just want to let you know, I decided to give you a little surprise. I wanted to make you a Mother's Day tea. So I have all these goodies, and I have tea, and I wanted to make you a Mother's Day tea. And she just lit up, and she said, well, let's just have it right here in your car. And I was like, that doesn't seem like the nicest place to have a tea. And she's like, that's okay, I'm down here already. so she got in the passenger seat, and then we broke out all the little goodies I had brought, and she was tasting all the different macaroons and lemon bars and whatnot. And we had a little Mother's Day tea in my car. That was a really special memory I had of Betsy. But I miss her. I love her, and I miss her.
Legendary.
It strikes me that somebody said, "Oh yeah, Betsy, she was my best friend."
Yeah.
And somebody else said, "Well, she's my best friend too." And I think that says a lot about her. That a lot of people would say that she was their best friend. We're going to sing. We're going to get Anita over here, maybe in a bit, to sing "Water Is Wide" because she knows some really good harmonies. But I want to tell a bossy Betsy, bossy Beau story, apropos of her single-mindedness of opinion when it comes to things that she is certain about, most of which were musical, at least in my expression. But this one involved the ordinary practice of putting tablespoons back in the drawer, in the flat drawer. And I don't know, I've been a sort of a spooner kind of guy, but she said, it'll save a lot of space if you put them top to bottom in the drawer. And I said, that doesn't make any sense at all, because all this space in the middle that does nothing, whereas you can put them right on top of each other. No. She says, if you put them upside down, it'll save a lot of space. And honest to God, we argued that for more than it was necessary. But we argued nonetheless, because none of us were going to give ground. And we never resolved it. It wasn't the kind of argument where I was the bossy brother and I had to call Lucy and say, it's time for you to find me a motel for a couple of days in San Francisco, which we did at least twice. But it was like, once she was set, most of it being musical, I think, but you didn't want to argue with her. You really don't want to argue with her. And I'll tell one more. I won't tell you one more story.
Yay, one more at least.
In her obit, I wrote about her argument with her parents about her job in New York.
That's right.
She had a job in New York. She's out of college. She's a writer. She had a job with Cleveland Amory, who those of us on the inside always called Clip, who was writing a set of little short biographies of famous people called Celebrity Register. And she got a job with him in New York City. She traveled from Princeton on the bus every day, or the train. And it was a very informal shop, right? Does that sound like Betsy? So she would leave in, jeans or short pants and a shirt. But not a fancy blouse with something or other, no lipstick, no nothing. They were all just staffers and writers working for Cleveland Amory. So she attempted to go out the house she had an argument with my mother about how she was dressed, how a lady dresses to go to New York City. This does not sound like Betsy Bannerman, or Betsy Carter. And it got to be a really contentious, ugly argument. And finally she ran out of the house crying and went to the top of our yard, and my parents didn't know what to do, and they said, go find her. So I did. I was the younger brother. So I went to the top of the yard, and we just hugged. And I said, whatever it was, be what you want to be who you're supposed to be. And I went back and told my parents, you have to let her be the way she is. She is a writer. She's a staff person. She's not a she's not a cosmopolitan, New York City girl. She's what she is. She's a writer. Just let her be. And I think that diffused it. But that moment was probably the closest bond that the two of us ever had. And we were kindred souls for many, many years. So that sounds like her. That was her. She was also the girl with the baseball mitt in the family photo that some of you know about. Yeah. So let's have a song. The water
when first it's new, but love grows old and it waxes cold and fades away like morning dew. The water is wide, I cannot cross over, and neither I have wings to fly. Build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. Build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I.
First verse again, Cynthia?
Shenandoah, I long to see you. Away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you. Away, I'm bound away. Across the wide Missouri.
My sister alleges that she is not a competitive Scrabble player. But if you make a 21-point word, you see her tallying up your score one more time just to make sure it adds up to 21 and says, I'm not interested in winning and scoring, I just want to make a good word. But helps if I win.
You are my sunshine,
My only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
then you can make up harmonies.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
One more time.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine. little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Yeah, Monday gave me the kiss of love.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Wednesday told me to have more faith. Thursday gave me a little more grace. Friday told me to watch and pray. Saturday told me to what to say. Sunday gave me the power divine to let my little light shine. So
this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
One more time, Beau.
now Monday's child is fair of face. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Wednesday's child is full of woe. Thursday's child is far to go. Friday's child is loving and giving. Saturday's child must work for a living. Sunday's child has the power divine to let my little light shine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
And I want to do this because my sister was born on November 22nd, 1940, which was a Friday. She was loving and giving. Amen. And you can all look at your date of birth.
All right, Maria wants to say something. Can I tell a story? Okay. Okay, so I had only been with the choir maybe for a couple of years, and Betsy was anchoring at the hospice, and I was singing with her. So we sang, and it was a wonderful, wonderful sing. And then at the end, when we were doing our debrief, she said, you know, my grateful heart, no one seems to sing the same high on that. Everyone seems to sing something different. And I said to her, well, so did I sing something different? And she goes, well, yeah, you did. And I said, well, Betsy, how did it sound? And she goes, oh, it sounded lovely. And I said, well, that's good. And she goes, but it still wasn't right. So now we're going to sing My Grateful Heart, even a little song.
Sure. We're going to sing My Grateful Heart, and then you're going to tell us a joke. About a liturgist, maybe.
Oh, I thought I did already. Did I not do
I
that?
don't think so.
All right, well, listen.
That was so
Oh, he did?
I think I told Anita when she was standing here.
No different.
Well, those of you already know my sister's firm opinions about how things are sung and what key
Yes,
they are
we
in,
do.
and when you rest and when you don't, and what the harmony is supposed to be like. As I said, people would always say, this is the way I would sing it, which means then you didn't sing it well at all. But I don't want to tell you that, but I want to admit it. So her sort of firm opinion about things musical reminded me of my favorite joke that Dean Allen Jones at Grace Cathedral said many years ago. He said, what's the difference between a terrorist and a liturgist? He said, you can negotiate with a terrorist.
It's very true.
My grateful heart,
So filled with years of living, memories flow by me like petals on a stream. My grateful heart forgives so many sorrows, brings peace that lasts forever, illuminates the dream. My grateful heart, so filled with years of living, recuerdos. Arroyo mi corazón, perdona los dolores, ofrece paz eterna y al sueño da su luz.
This is a good time. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield
down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Gonna lay down my sword and shield, down by the riverside. Study war no more.
Ain't gonna study.
I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more.
I'm gonna lay down my burden.
I'm gonna lay down my burden down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Gonna lay down my burden down by the riverside. Study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more.
I'm gonna shake hands all around the world.
I'm gonna shake hands all around the world. Down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Gonna shake hands all around the world. Down by the riverside, study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more.
So my first memory of Betsy was being a new choir member, and it was my birthday. And Betsy would always send a poem to you if she knew it was your birthday. And I got a poem from Betsy probably for 10 years. And they were all different. I thought she would recycle, you know, but as I would have done. But she sent a new poem, and it always had your name in it, and it always had some sweet little rhyme in it that was, you know, brought you back to being a kid again, you know. So thank you, Bets.
She never forgot the birthday.
Never.
How many people got a card from Betsy that was a rebus?
Oh, the monkey?
Like a bee, a bumblebee for bee, and an eyeball for eye.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a rebus. And sometimes it took you a while to figure them out.
So, Uncle Beau, there's some rumors circulating amongst this side of the table that there was a fire that was started in some woods.
Not by Betsy.
Many years ago.
No, not her.
Okay.
Now, it might have involved me. But I defend my sister. It was my other sister. Yeah, Susie and I took two of our parents' parliaments up into the woods to smoke them, not inhale them, but we thought we were pretty cool. And we were so careful to put the butts out in a wooden box because it would be shut, and then you wouldn't get any air, and it would be perfectly safe. Except it did start a root fire. And we had to confess to it probably more than 10 years later during a family Thanksgiving when the septic tank broke. And we were a little discombobulated, as was the tank. And we started confessing things that were total family mysteries, and that was one of them. That was not my sister doing it.
Day is gone.
There you go.
Gone the sun from the lakes, from the hills, from the skies. All is well, safely rest. God is nigh. All things will rise and pass away. All things will change. Nothing remains but the smile on your face is carried in my heart's embrace forever and ever. All things will pass away. All things will change. Nothing remains but the smile on your face is carried in my heart's embrace forever and ever. Same parts again. All things arise and pass away. All things will change. Nothing remains but the smile on your face is carried in my heart's embrace forever and ever. All things arise and pass away. All things will change. Nothing remains but the smile on your face is carried in my heart's embrace forever and ever.
Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank
This
you.
feels like Betsy Bannerman to me. Special thanks to Maria and Charmaine and Cynthia for the organizing. To Vicki and Mark for creating this event.
Yes,
It's
Vicky
amazing.
and Mark, thank you.
To Claudia, whose day is done working here, but who knows everything about this place apparently.
I'll tell her.
To you, Meg, and her crew for creating the video that you, like my sister, will be in the cloud at some point. So we'll let you know when it's ready. And I'm going to probably put the USB of it in my safe, but it'll be in the cloud. Like Betsy will be around. So safe home, as Betsy would say.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Safe home.
Take your chocolate chip cookie on the way out.
Dear friend, so long, take it slow. We miss you already, which you probably know. Relax, be at peace, it will be alright. Your travels are full of light. May the way be smooth and the weather fair and the moon stay bright till morning.
I know.